What I'd like to do is to talk about the future, to try and give something of my hopes, my dream, if I may put it that way, of the future. As I sit here and talk, through my mind goes an image of all the people, or anyway many of them, with whom over these past 30 years I've worked, who've helped, who've been building up the foundation. And even more into the future. In some undefinable way, I feel as though you who come after are here with me in this room. And I'd like to feel that it was the same in reverse, at least to some extent. And as I look back from the starting point, I remember particularly two great impacts which really started me off, that the war made upon me. First, how much individuals, ordinary people, men and women, old people and young, can achieve when they're together, when they know what their objective is, and when they know that sink or swim, that objective has got to be attained. And secondly, the enormous price that was paid for peace, and therefore the urgency of trying to see that peace remains, true peace, peace with freedom and justice. The basic key is people. If you have the right people, the rest will follow. And what is more, you'll find that in life there come moments when you're faced with a challenge or a need, something in front of you that nobody else can do anything about. It's obviously in your path, and you've got to meet it. You've got to take the challenge. Now, in talking about our role for the future, one thing I want to say quite clearly is that insofar as I'm able, and I have the right to do it, I bequeath to the future complete freedom, absolute freedom to go the way that you in the future can see you ought to go. In no way whatsoever would I want to tie down the future to a particular way of operating. We work, talking about our role, within the terms of reference of people who are disabled, either in mind or in body, and who are not likely to get better as a result of medical treatment. They may well get better due to being in the home, to the rehabilitation in a general sense that the home gives them, the increased confidence, and so on. Obviously, we've got to work to rehabilitate, to give a person more independence. But I think that whatever way you may choose to go in the future, it should remain outside the strict medical world. That is the world for the state rather than for the layman. So, leaving the role of the foundation, I'd like to look at the foundation as a family. Now, I think that hitherto we've normally talked about us as a family, meaning the residents in a home. We talk about the home being, if not a family, as much like a family as it can be. Obviously isn't completely, because nothing can be the same as a true family. But I look upon it in a much broader sense. I'm looking at all the homes in all the different countries, all those who are connected with each home, and I like to feel that all of us together, in a certain but real sense, are a family. Now that means, first of all, in terms of outlook, looking at everything globally. I know that your own home has got to be your principal concern. You've got to give your whole heart and soul to your own home. That's the first responsibility. But always in the context of the whole. That's true, in fact, in life, that we should not only see our own little job, but we should see it as part of the whole human family. Then secondly, communication. There obviously has got to be very good communication at all levels within the foundation. Not only personal contact, exchange visits, conferences. I know that people sometimes think that conferences are rather a waste of money, but they bring people together. They enable you to share experience, share problems, and again to see that one is part of something bigger. And I think that brings me to the summing up, if I can, of my great hope for the future. I hope that the foundation always will be forward-looking, outward-looking. And when you look at the different people from so many different nations, so many different outlooks and so on, all brought together with one objective in mind, united, I feel that the day will come when it, as a foundation, can go out and do something for the unity and peace of the world. It may only be something modest, but if that day does come, if there suddenly is a challenge, an appeal that is obviously for you as a foundation, even though it takes you off into uncharted, unfamiliar ground, I hope that you'll respond and take it. That always we'll go on growing out and out and out.